Hello and welcome to our fourth and final video of our University of Victoria series, which is part of our Ultimate University Guide. We've already done our SFU and UBC video among others, and I would also highly recommend that you check out the other 3 videos that I've made about the University of Victoria before you watch this one. If not, that's perfectly fine, but hey, some very useful information there. But anyways, this whole series in general is about taking Canada's top 20 universities and just kind of condensing their application processes, breaking them down into several parts to provide you key information in case you're kind of dubious about whether or not you should apply or you don't know the process. So our whole objective with these videos is to make this application process a lot easier for you. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about where UVic is. We're basically just going to be talking about the location, the campus, and the best ways to get there. But with that being said, let's get started and go right into it. University of Victoria is a popular school for our many Grant Me students, and we've been supporting students getting accepted into their top programs for quite a long time now, and many of these students have been able to go further and win admissions awards and bursaries from this school. Now, University of Victoria is ranked second most comprehensive university in Canada by Maclean's University Rankings, and they are also number 1 in North America for international research collaboration by Leiden University Rankings. They also currently retain in the top 1% among universities in the world and are among the top ranked in Canada for scientific impact. And the main campus is located in the municipalities of Oak Bay and Saanich in Victoria, British Columbia, and it's quite a sizable student population with around 22,000 students. The programs that the University of Victoria is most well known for is Health Information Science, Visual Art and Computer Science, and Indigenous Studies. Alright, now let's discuss kind of some basic facts and trivia about campus and UVic itself. So UVic is one of Canada's leading research-intensive universities, and it's located in Victoria, obviously, on the BC coast. Victoria itself is located at the southern tip of Vancouver Island. The campus has a total area of around 403 acres or 163 hectares, making it quite a sizable campus. And on its main site alone, there are around 22,000 students who go. And this campus lies on the border between the municipalities of Oak Bay and Saanich. And it's basically kind of neat. It's divided almost perfectly along the center of campus by both municipalities. So the northeast half is in Saanich while the southwest section is located in Oak Bay. And this municipality boundary is also marked and commemorated by these undermount plates and a bronze line near the main quadrangle. So that's something that I personally find really cool as someone who's kind of interested in city planning and politics and all that. But if you don't, all good, I guess. UVic is a destination point for around 20,000 individuals on any given day, and there are a multitude of options allowing you to get to the campus. For those who live really close, because UVic is surrounded by a lot of apartments and housing, walking is obviously a popular choice for those who live very close by. And UVic also gives subsidized bus passes for qualifying employees, and it also gives a subsidized bus pass for all students, and that means UVic has the second most active transit hub in Greater Victoria, and there are 8 different transit routes that access the university, which make it really convenient to commute to. And Victoria is also well known for its extensive cycling routes and wonderful scenery, and a number of these cycling routes actually access the university. Furthermore, bike racks are located adjacent to every building, and they've made a UFixit area beside the north doors of the parkade in the UVic Center. So if you are a biker, UVic is also perfect for you. It is easily accessible by bike. There's lots of bike infrastructure in place, and as well, the UFixit area will be very convenient if something goes wrong. And if you are driving to the university, there are also 16 parking lots located across campus with about 4,000 parking spots. My tip for you is that the centrally located lots always experience the highest occupancy because obviously they're closer to where most of the buildings are, but if you want to guarantee a spot, there are always going to be parking spots available in the outer lots. Now let's talk about wayfinding. How do you get to campus? Well, if you live over at Vancouver, there is no fixed connection such as a bridge or roadway connecting Vancouver Island to the mainland of British Columbia, but there are some ways that you can access the island. So number 1 is by sea. There are regularly scheduled ferry services from Vancouver and the Gulf Islands and from Washington State, and you can find these services on their respective websites such as bcferries.com, bcconnectors.com, and all that. And you can also travel by air to Victoria because the Victoria International Airport serves flights from Vancouver, Seattle, and many other locations across the globe. And there are also float plane services that connect Victoria with Seattle and Vancouver. There's also the option to get there through buses, which go typically from Pacific Central Terminal in Vancouver. They drive you to the ferry and then they drive you to other places in Victoria as well. So those might be a convenient option as well, but generally the options either rely on using the ferry or using a plane. And also give you some common directions just to make your life a bit easier. So if you are driving, let's say from Vancouver over to Victoria and you're using the ferry, your first step is to take the Schwartz Bay Ferry from Tawasin Ferry Terminal, which is about a 1 hour and 35-minute sailing. When you exit the ferry terminal, you'll be on Patricia Bay Highway 17 South, and after 29 kilometers on this highway, just take exit 7, which goes to Mackenzie Avenue. Turn left onto Mackenzie Avenue and head 8 kilometers before you turn right onto McGill Road, which is where the main entrance to UVic is. Your total drive from the ferry terminal to the campus should take you around 30 minutes. If you are traveling by air, Harbour Air lands in the inner harbour of downtown Victoria, making it a very convenient choice, and from there you can easily catch a bus or a taxi to UVic. I would recommend victoriataxi.com, taxicab.com, or yellowcabvictoria.com as some options if you're using a taxi, and these obviously can take you directly to UVic. If you're trying to take a bus, the main bus routes that go from downtown to UVic are the 4, the 7, 11, 14, and 15. So depending on where you are and the time, check the local bus schedule and find the quickest way there. If you traveled by air to get here from the mainland, then you can drive straight from Victoria International Airport to UVic. So Victoria International Airport is also located off the Patricia Bay Highway, which is Highway 17, and it's about a 30 to 40 minute drive north to UVic. So when you're driving from the airport, follow signs to Victoria or the city center, and this will take you onto Highway 17. Once you are on Highway 17, drive 29 kilometers and then take exit 7, Mackenzie Avenue. You turn left onto Mackenzie Avenue, and after 8 kilometers, you will find McGill Road, where you turn right, and you will see the main entrance to UVic. Driving from the International Airport over to the main campus should take about 30 minutes. And another convenient option from the airport to UVic is the YYJ Airport Shuttle, and they offer service from the airport to many different locations in Victoria. Buses leave every half hour between 4 a.m. and midnight, 7 days a week. And if you want more information about their schedules or their locations, I would highly recommend checking out their website for a bit more information on this very convenient service. In short, the University of Victoria is a very, very well connected campus. It's very easy to get to campus, whether or not you're in Vancouver or you're living downtown, and it's also very easy to get around campus due to the many bike areas and parking lots and bus routes that run throughout the university. And if you're living on the mainland, the ferry and seaplane are very convenient methods that allow you to get to Victoria in a relatively short amount of time for the distance. But I hope overall that this video was able to kind of answer any questions that you might have had about the actual location of the campus had in the navigation. And as well, if you're nervous about anything regarding your supplemental application or your resume or your actual application, first of all, check out the other videos we made in this series if you haven't already. But number 2, take a look at Grant Me Services. We offer resume building services. We have many workshops, mentorships, and essay editing services, as well as scholarship matching apps that will really make getting ready for your university life a lot more of a breeze. I was a student there myself, and it certainly made my life a lot easier. And furthermore, take a look in our description. There is an admission eligibility quiz, so I'd highly recommend that you take a look at that, see kind of based off your extracurriculars, your grades, and all that, what your chances are of getting into your dream school. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video and the other videos in our series. I hope you have a great day, and make sure you check out some of the other videos that we'll have coming up.